Spirals, 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 spirograph. Wait, what? Uzumaki, Junji Ito. We're going to look at chapter 2 here. Now, you might remember chapter 1. It all starts getting weird. Like this book, this whole story starts off super strong. These first couple chapters, big reveal of what happened to their dad. Their dad, his dad. There's two different teenagers here. There's the boy and the girl. But dad dies, gets cremated. And look at that. What a 2-page spread, dude. I don't know how else to say it. It's wild. It is wild. That took a long time to draw. Like I'm not 100% sure, but looks like one of those cases where there's a lot of individual pin marks at work here. It's a super strong page. This is how chapter 2 starts. It's crazy, crazy spiral. They've cremated Homeboy's dad here. There he is. There's Kiri, girl, and they're at the funeral. You know, look, the smoke settling. Dude's mom is flipping out. Who can blame her? Who could blame her? If I was there, right, and I saw like smoke swirling into the vortex down into a pond, yeah, I'd probably freak out too. Like that ain't natural. That's weird. Stuff like that's not supposed to happen. But in their weird, weird little town, it happens. That's a setup for the next chapter. Mom gets completely cracked out at what she sees. Because she gets spiral obsessed too. She's the second person in this village, this little town, that goes spiral crazy. Maybe the third. Maybe the third, because the son is also spiral crazy. I'm looking for, yeah, that's the page I was looking for. Oh, look. It's his dad. Now, a lot of Uzumaki, I don't know if you can really call it like scary, but it's deeply unsettling or it's just plain weird. But this chapter, chapter 2, like the first chapter is just strange and there's some shock in it. This chapter, I find it very bothersome. It really bugs me. Mom flips out. She sees spirals. She freaks out. They take her to the hospital. Let me find, looking for here. This is a little graphically disturbing, okay? So I'm warning you now. Close your eyes. I'll tell you when it's over. She can't stand spirals. She sees spirals. They make her think of her husband. You can see him over on the left. No matter what kind of spiral she sees, she freaks out. So she cuts her fingertips off to get rid of the spirals in her fingerprints. She cuts the tips of her toes off for the same reason. She has to shave her head. They take all her hair off. Nurses can't wear their hair up in buns. Her son comes to visit. He's got to wear a hat to cover up his hair. He wears gloves so she can't see the fingertips on his hands. That's how far down the rabbit hole mom's gone. That's how crazy this is getting. That's how crazy this has gotten. And so she's in the hospital absolutely flipping out because I don't know if it's real or if she's just hallucinating it, but her husband, dead husband, Mr. Spiral in the Sky right here, Mr. I'm already dead and cremated, is haunting her. So she continues her self harm in very graphic, very terrible ways. That's just chapter 2. It is super hard to take. It's brutal, it's rough, it's unsettling, and it's drawn with such loving care that it's like almost pretty. The destruction, the pain, the suffering, it looks good. Uzumaki chapter 2 is intense. I'm not going to tell you what happens to the mom, but she hurts herself real bad. If you like unsettling stories, if you like a little bit of horror in your life, these first two chapters, especially that second one, are absolutely like heavy and deep. That stuff. There's a lot of psychology at work. And it hits a little close to home. Because while I've never known somebody who's been that way, you know, I've met people. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. We're just going to end the video. But I think we all know some people who have the potential to spiral down in their life, which is what she's doing. Like, not only is she seeing spirals, not only is she surrounded by spirals, not only are there spirals everywhere, she's being haunted, whatever, by a spiral, she's also spiraling in her life. It's so multi level. It's great. Well, take care of yourselves. You have a great one. Hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.